Alright everybody, back on the Yellow Submarine. This is the start of part 11. I'll be working on the Yellow Submarine today. I'll be working on these hatches. I'll be touching those up with flat yellow. Not much more on the sub to do. I'll have to touch the hatches up, and then I'll have to touch up the flat red, and then I'll have to touch it up on the inside here and add some color in there. But shouldn't take too long to get that part done. Just the two hatches that I have to redo with flat yellow. This side here, you can tell it's a big difference in color. I know the light is kind of shining there. Sub's looking good though. The chrome yellow really turned out nice. But I figured I'd give everybody a quick update. I want to get this ready for the spray booth. Get it ready for some paint. Once I get that all prepped up and ready, I'll go ahead and fire up the camera. And I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on the Yellow Submarine. I got it all masked off for the two hatches that I have to touch up with the flat yellow. You can see here. And we're going to go ahead and get the paint mixed up, ready for the airbrush, and set this all up and rig up the camera so I can get it in the spray booth and everybody can see the touch up I got to do to these two hatches. Once I get that all set up, I'll continue on this Yellow Submarine, so I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I got the paint mixed up. It's in the airbrush. I'm ready to go. Got the camera set up. Hopefully it's going to capture everything in frame. I think it will. I'm looking at it right now. Everything looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and touch up these two hatches and let me get started. Alright, I think everything is looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera, let that dry, take off the tape, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, back on the Yellow Submarine. This is Friday, February 2nd. Last weekend I worked on the Yellow Submarine and I did the hatches here on the side with flat yellow. They turned out great, like the results. Show the other side here. And today I'm going to be working on the little fin in the back here. I got to take the mask off and get it ready to paint. I have to mask off all this area here and then paint that white, Tamiya white, not flat white, it'll be a gloss white. And I'm getting close to getting this finished, and after I get that done I'll hit it with a clear coat. Also, I wanted to show everybody that I bought this overhead camera rig. I used it on the Hannibal a couple weeks ago, so I can film from overhead and not have to set up the camera, and it's working out. I still got to work the bugs out and get this down pretty good and have it set up to where I can film painting in the spray booth. I bought this clamp that you had to buy for it. It's a little pricey, but really cool, like it. I figured I'd share that with everybody. And then I'll get back on the Yellow Submarine, get that prepped up and ready for the spray booth, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another quick update on the Yellow Submarine. I took the mask off the back here so you can see the white and where I got to touch it up on both sides. But overall, this is what the sub's going to look like when it's done. It's going to have a little color in the back, plus the different shades of yellow that I use for the panels. So I'm going to have to prep this for the spray booth. Got to mask all that area off and hit that with some white. And the Tamiya that I'm using is the X2. It's a gloss. So let me pause the camera, get this masked off, get it set up for the spray booth, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on the Yellow Submarine. You can see here I got everything in this area masked off, and I'm going to hit this with some Tamiya X2. It is a gloss white, so I'm going to get the paint mixed up, put it in the airbrush, set up the camera, and get ready to paint that. And that should be it for that little fin. And then maybe tomorrow I can hit it with another clear coat, and I'm almost done. So let me get that all set up and I'll get back with everybody here shortly. Alright everybody, I'm all set up with the paint, ready to get that fin on the back of the Yellow Submarine. Got the paint in the airbrush, fire up the air compressor, and I'm going to touch this up, so hopefully this is all in frame, and I'll go ahead and get started. Alright, it's looking good. I'm going to let that dry, see if I need to do another coat or two. I'm going to pause the camera and I'll get back with everybody here in a little bit. Alright everybody, another update on the yellow submarine. You can see the fin back here. I hit it with some Tamiya white X2. It turned out good. I got to do a little bit of touch up here where my finger is and a little bit below. The other side turned out really nice. It's looking good. I put the propeller on and glued that in place. It's looking good. I got to apply right in here a little bit more flat red, and then this will be ready for a clear coat tomorrow. It's looking good. I'm almost there. Figured I'd give everybody a quick update, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, this is the final update on the yellow submarine for part 11. Earlier today I applied the clear coat. Now I'm letting it set and dry. Probably won't get back to this till next weekend, but since I had to touch up this fin back here with white, and I touched up the propeller in red, and then I did the 3 main panels and the hatches in lighter shade of yellow. I had to hit it again with another clear coat to protect all that work. You can see it's got a nice shine to it. I like the results the clear coat did with the yellow chrome. It's got a really nice shine no matter how the light hits it. I think it turned out really good. I know this kit's taking me forever to build, but I work a lot of hours and I got a day and a half off, so I try to put as much time into my kits that I can. Maybe a couple more weeks I'll be done with this. I figured I'd give everybody a final look on this, and like I said, I'm going to call this a wrap, part 11. I'd like to thank all my YouTube subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk with everybody later.